there's all kinds of stuff going on in this industry right now. And so my deal is with Paramount, and Paramount is like, you know, they're cutting a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And this is what's interesting. So Paramount Plus is a streaming platform, okay? But then they want people to still go to the cable TV shows. So in a weird way, they're kind of competing with themselves. So like my show, for example, it won't be on Paramount Plus streaming platform for another like 5 months. And they do that because they want to drive all the traffic first to go to cable, because they're literally trying to keep cable alive. Like quite literally. And that's why Ridiculousness is still so successful, because it's been one of these shows that just people just watch. So it's keeping a cable network alive. Like, you know, I don't know if you know, like,
I think your laugh kept the cable network alive.
No,
I love you
for a
for
good,
that.
like, however many fucking years it was. Her laugh kept me on MTV.
The Playroom Podcast. Don't panic, it's organic.
All I wear is leggings. I can't fit into none of my old jeans. And I wear the same fucking pair of black leggings because they're my favorite ones. They fit the best. You know what I'm
That's what
saying? I have
happens.
like 3 pairs. And she's like, you're banned from wearing those fucking black leggings again.
So after you have a kid, you just want to be comfy for life.
I know.
It's
Yeah,
a
and I
problem.
can't fit in anything else.
It's hard to go back to, like, you know, I mean, I still went back to like the sexy vibes, but for the most part, I'm like in sweats all the time.
But can
Yeah.
you fit into your old jeans?
I just barely started being able to, but like not fully. Like if they're stretchy, yes. But I have a couple jeans that were like, you know, like the Levi's that like don't stretch at all. Cannot get in those.
I can't even fit one fucking whole ass cheek.
Yeah, that's why I was like, time to
It
go
just got
shopping, girl.
ridiculous.
That's how I felt. That's why I'm wearing a dress today, you know, because sweatpants are all that fits me right now.
I wore all of that too when I was pregnant. Just stretchy, one piece stretchy stuff, you know?
Wasn't it, bro, I felt like an alien when I was pregnant. I was
Me
like, there's
too.
a fucking human in me. This is so weird. Because I'm such a like tomboy too, but I'm girly, but I'm like,
Same.
you felt like some moments was just like, it was beautiful too. I felt like womanly. I'm like, wow, I'm a woman now.
No, it was
But then
crazy.
there's moments like, what the fuck? This is weird.
No, it was weird because I also thought it was gonna be way harder. And like at some points, like I was just like chilling, and I'm like, yo, I kind of like being pregnant. Like, you know what it is? You don't feel bad about being lazy, and I love that because I'm like a workaholic, and so it was one time in my life where I'm like, yo, like it's okay to be lazy, and I just chilled. I watched
like, I
Game of
ain't doing
Thrones.
shit.
Yeah, I watched like so many TV shows. Like I just binged everything. Yeah.
So wait, how much weight did you gain during your pregnancy?
A lot. I gained like 50 pounds.
Yeah, I think I gained 80.
Really?
I was vegetarian before.
You also had a boy, though. They say you gain a little more when you have a boy.
No, girl. Let me tell you the truth now, okay? I was vegetarian for 2 years. I was 120 pounds, real skinny. I thought I looked normal at the time, but looking back, I was like, oh, I was probably a little too skinny.
Yeah.
And then I had keto, and then like a month in, I started eating meat, and then I was like, what the fuck? Like I missed out on, I didn't drink soda. I started drinking soda. I started eating fucking Taco Bell. It was terrible. I was just craving cheesecake, and I almost got diabetes, bro, for real. I literally gained 80 fucking pounds. They're like, you cannot gain any more weight. Like, bitch, I couldn't even walk up the stairs. I was
no, I
in
felt the
pain. I was
same.
like, oh, my ankles, my back.
Wow.
So as soon as I got to the hospital, they're like, you're 2 centimeters dilated. Do you want to get the epidural? And I was like, give it to me now.
Same.
I didn't even care. I was like, I don't want to feel any of this shit.
Wow. I lost weight. I lost like 13 pounds. I was so nauseous. I had morning sickness my entire pregnancy. Literally to the day I had my delivery.
No way.
Yeah. So I lost so much weight. They're like, you can't. And I was skinny. I was like, oh my gosh. But then after, like, I started like craving like hot wings and like Kool-Aid, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
I tried to be good. I was like, I'm really like, I'm proud of myself. It's so crazy. Like once it's another human, like how I just cared so much more. Like about myself, I eat like crap, like Taco Bell, In-N-Out. You know.
Oh, thanks. I just said I ate Taco Bell when I was fucking pregnant. You
That's what
asshole.
we had last night.
I was craving it like a couple times.
I had it a little bit, but I was like, yo, like I was on it, and I'm like, I love that, like, I care so much more about my baby's life that I'm like, let's make sure we're eating good for her. Like, you know, I was really proud of myself because I think I did good. I think I did good.
real.
Thank you. Yeah, and then I just went back to eating whatever I wanted after I had her.
Well, I will say this. I didn't drink any alcohol or smoke weed, okay? I did care a lot because I used to smoke a lot of freaking
Same.
weed. And I used to drink a lot and party, you know. But as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I just cut off everything
Same.
cold turkey.
Same.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was hard. I was smoking 10 blunts a day. And then I went to smoking nothing. I was an irritable ass.
Oh, my God.
Same.
I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
ugh.
People were like, I'm not your punching bag. And I'm like, fuck.
No, and it's hard because it's like, you know, you're used to just living your life and being able to enjoy yourself, and then you can't like enjoy yourself in those ways, you know? So yeah, I can relate. But after I had my baby, I realized like it was funny, like the smell of alcohol, like it wasn't like I didn't even want it as much anymore. You know what I mean? Like just taking that long break from smoking, drinking, like I don't know. I really realized like I was like I like almost am better without it. You know what I mean? I still drink, I still smoke, but you know, just
But we're not getting any younger.
Yeah.
Right. Did you
Yeah.
breastfeed?
I didn't. I had a C-section, and I breastfed for like a month. But sometimes when you have a C-section, you don't produce milk the same.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like they say, because it's almost like your body doesn't like know you had the baby type thing. Do you know what I mean? Because you have a C-section, so it's like that natural process. So like my milk kind of dried up like quickly, which is why my boobs also stayed huge and saggy. That's what sucks. It's like when you don't breastfeed, your boobs don't go back down. They just like stay like huge, and then they're just like saggy.
I only breastfed for 2 weeks, but I used to have my nipples pierced too, and I always thought like, do I have scar tissue in my nipples? Because
Were
I
you
wasn't
able to make
producing
milk, or
not
Does it make
enough.
3
He was
holes?
starving all the time.
Yeah,
No, I
like-
had scar tissue because I had taken him out before that.
I always
But I don't know.
wanted to know.
And the pressure of a baby biting your nipples, it's like 60 pounds of pressure. I've looked it
Yeah.
up before when I was pregnant. I was literally like crying, like, oh, get the fuck off of me.
That's so funny. No,
This
my,
shit hurts
my baby
so
was
bad, I
like
couldn't do
very
it.
delicate. She was very delicate. I didn't like mind it, you know.
Kato was like,
Same. My son too. What the fuck?
it was terrible. I had black and blue nipples, bro. They were bruised. They had like scrape marks. What's it called?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Scrape marks
same.
No,
on-
I got that a little bit too. Just a
I'm
little
like, you
bit.
strong ass little motherfucker.
Wait, so this is
Goddamn.
random, but for the people that might want to know, when you have your nipples pierced, do you have 3 holes coming out with milk or no?
I don't know. I wasn't sucking my own
Oh
nipple.
my
How
god,
the fuck
that
would I
is
know?
such
No, you know what?
a good
The milk-
question.
this fucking retard. You know what? Milk comes out of all your glands in your nipples, so it's like a bunch of different holes. Did you know that?
Oh shit, not
yeah,
really.
it's a bunch of glands. It comes out of like a bunch of different
But then
little
why
spots.
do when you squeeze it, it comes out like that?
Well, it can, but when a baby is sucking it, it comes out of
Yeah,
more
like
than
it's
just.
like yeah, no, I know.
more
what you're
than
saying.
just the
That's why
middle
when you
hole.
look at your nipple, like it's like all like spotty.
Yeah, but okay, I didn't.
We're getting way too detailed.
Yeah, people used to ask me that about my cheek piercings. Like, can you blow stuff out of them? I'm like, no.
Oh my god, that's a stupid question.
How many tattoos do you have? A lot. Okay. How much did they all cost? I don't fucking know.
Right.
How the
How,
fuck do I
how
know
could
the
you
answer to
even like keep track of that?
that? Right. Like,
But, like-
it's like me. I'm
But
like,
what is like? Is it like? I wonder if you can like write it off for taxes. Like it's like, no, I'm serious.
as part of like your.
It's like
your-
part of my art.
look.
It's
That
part
is-
of my look. It's part of
Wow.
yo.
I'm taking
my
notes now.
gosh.
Let me go ahead and round this shit up.
Yo, write it off. I'm sorry. I'm like taxes are fucking me, so it's all I'm thinking about right now. I'm like I need to be able to write off more shit.
Write off these fake titties. You know what I'm saying?
This is part of my look, my business.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Hold on.
Yo, we just got straight into mom talk. I love that for us. Look, it's all
Right.
girls on the Playroom podcast.
That's how it is,
you know
though.
what I'm
You know, when
saying?
it's 3 moms, like you naturally just start talking about mom shit. You know?
And I like
Yeah,
that I have a
it's fun
teenager,
being
you have
a
a
mom.
toddler, and you have a little young one.
Yes.
She's
So-
how old now?
She's 21 months.
So how
I-
many fucking years is that?
It's almost 2. I know. I never thought I'd be one of these people, but then it's like, well, she's not 2.
I did
but
the
she's
same
not
thing
1.
before, right? I did the same. I did the same when Kato was younger. Now, once he got to 1, I'm like, he's almost 2. He's
Yeah.
1 and a half,
Yeah.
1 and a quarter. I don't know.
I never understood why people did that. I said, why?
22
I was
weeks
like-
and 47 hours and 10 seconds.
Yeah, I can't
I'm
remember
like,
that
why do
shit.
people do that? But then it's like, then I learned myself because, like, especially because, like she's in all these little baby classes, so you have to. They'll ask like the year and the months, and I was like, why do they got to be so specific? But it's because, I guess, I don't know.
The brain development within
Yeah.
that short amount of time is a big difference.
Yep. So
And you just be on the apps. You know, you have the mom apps and it tells you how many weeks you are. So it's stuck in your head all the time. Like,
Literally.
he's the size of a melon.
Yeah.
It's 20.
I know.
9 months. Time to go.
that's so funny.
But yo, welcome to the Playroom podcast.
Thank you for
I'm
having
your-
me.
You're welcome. I'm your host, Madzilla, and this is my co-host.
Hey, it's Tiffany Jules.
And today we have the legendary,
Thank you, boo.
hilarious, amazing entrepreneur, hustler, MILF extraordinaire in the building,
I love
Chanel
it,
West
MILF.
Coast. Chanel West
West
Coast.
Coast.
Let's
What's
go.
up, ladies? Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah. Thank you for having us, actually. This is actually your podcast now. Ask us whatever you want.
You got to come on my podcast too. So
I know.
Oh,
I
that'd
want to
be
talk
dope.
about that. Like,
Yeah.
is it called The Laugh or
The Laugh.
The Laugh.
Yep.
I fucking love it, bro. I love the artwork. Obviously,
you.
you have the most iconic laugh of all time. Like,
Thank you.
How do you feel about being famous for your, like, you're not famous for your laugh, but it's a.
You can say
it's
that.
a-
You can say
I
it.
am.
It's
I'm
fine.
Well, I guess, I mean, no, you were pretty fucking funny though. Like you're a funny person in general, but your laugh is iconic as fuck.
It makes me more funny. Like when you laugh, we're like, it's just amplified.
It feels good.
Dude, I get it from my dad. Like,
I was gonna ask you.
So I get it from my mom too. My mom and dad both have a crazy laugh, but my dad's the type of person who he'll tell a joke. And like the joke's, it's not really that funny, but he laughs at his own joke, and then it's funny. Do you know what I mean? And then you start laughing, and my dad thinks he's hilarious. And it's like, Dad, I was really laughing more like at you laughing at your joke.
We're laughing at you, not with you.
I get that from him, you know. But yeah, it is interesting because it's like my whole life I did music. My whole life I wanted to be an entertainer. You know, I would joke around with like a little brush, pretending I was a host as a kid. And so to be like known for my laugh, which is just like, it's not like something I worked at, you know what I mean? I'm like, I put all this work into other shit, and I'm the most known for something like I don't even try. Like you know what I mean? It's very weird.
Hey, I think it goes hand in hand because, like I said, like you can have the funniest laugh ever, but that doesn't mean you're a funny person and you're like with the shits and you know how to joke back and how to take things lightly. But I felt that about you. I always felt you had like a funny, free-spirited energy.
Right. Thank you.
And
I
then
do.
Your laugh is just a little cherry on top.
Thank you.
I've cried watching you laugh on TV before. I've literally sat there and cried laughing. Like, I love her laugh. And then I got to meet you and hearing it in person. And it's just like, bro, I couldn't stop laughing around you. My face was literally hurting.
You.
That's what I mean right now. I was literally feeling like that. I'm like, why am I smiling so much?
You know why.
I just
Oh, yeah.
I spread the giggles.
Spread the giggles.
I love giggles.
No, literally, that's what I realized being a mom too.
Spread the giggles. Can you make a T-shirt with that?
Dude, that should be like that should be my kids' show. Spread the giggles.
Spread the giggles
on YouTube. My kids' little
That is
like Miss
hilarious.
Rachel thing. No, that's what I realized being a mom. I was like, did I miss my calling being like a Miss Rachel person on YouTube? Because I'll be at these little classes with my baby and the kids, and I notice like I make these kids like I'll like laugh and smile at them, and like they start smiling. A kid will be there like straight face, little like, and then I'll be like hi, and then he's like. Like I'm really good with kids, and so I was like, yo, like I think I kind of missed my call. Like then I seen they have these LOL dolls. I said,
Yeah.
LOL dolls. Why that should have been my dolls. I'm like, why didn't I think of this? You know, like so I feel like they're in a weird way. I've discovered through my laugh and like comedy, and now being a mom, I'm like, I think that I should have done some kid stuff. You know what I mean? Like been like a little. I don't know.
West Coast giggles.
West Coast giggles. That's lit. Have you heard of Snoop's fucking station where he has the kids' lullabies?
No.
It's lit.
I don't think so. Well, I think I might have heard a couple randomly just like playing random songs for Kato, but I want to look at that. I want to make
That's
kids
dope.
songs. Can we make one?
No, we
Can we make a
should.
kids bop?
We should really do this because let me tell you, Kids Bop is lit.
I know, it do be lit. I
Some-
mean that like, hey, okay.
Some of the songs I'm like, hold up, this is not necessary to be on Kids Bop. Would you?
Yeah.
Like some of them is like it's kind of funny, you know.
They got
You
some
know what's-
interesting remixes.
You know
for
what's
sure.
funny too? My son will listen to Kid Bop even with like his sisters because I dated someone with kids before.
Yeah.
And then now when they got older and to transition to teenagers, like that's lame. Turn it off. Turn it off. I'm like, like you used to like this. So I wonder if you guys are gonna experience that as well, like and witness it. And it's
Oh
just
my gosh, I
crazy.
can already tell Bowie already is acting like she's gonna be one of those little girls that's like 8 and is already acting like she's a grown woman. You know what I mean? I can already tell she's
Yes.
gonna be over Kids Bop in like 2 years.
Yeah, Kato doesn't listen to no kid shit hardly anymore, and it's like, damn. But he does listen to, I put him on some soul shit, some good vibes.
Yeah.
He's just always been a little bit more advanced and a little like grown in different areas. Now his dad got him playing all these video games, and probably not the best video games, but hey, he's still a good boy. So
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
No, but that's good though. Like when they're advanced and listening to just, more different music and playing these video games, even though it's like, it might seem like it's like, oh, he's too young for this. But like, I think that's why I was more mature and just like ahead of the game, because my mom like let me watch whatever. You know what I mean? I was watching like adult shit when I was a little kid. So like, I feel like I was already like aware of what was going on in the world because like, like literally watching rated R movies when I was like 5. I should not have been watching like some of the shit that I did, And I think that it just makes the kids smarter and like more aware at a young age.
Chanel was listening to Tupac, Crip Walk to the
I
kitchen.
literally was.
Literally.
No, I'm not joking. And like just, I can't even remember like what movies, but like just like bad movies. Like I remember as a kid being like, oh, like, when you feel like uncomfortable with your parents, you're like, oh shit, like should I be watching this?
Right.
That was always.
So do you feel like you have to censor your child now experiencing that?
I think more these days. Like, I feel like shit was already a lot more censored when we were kids, but like there's Netflix now and like everything's just a blur. It's like, you know, your kid can just get on a streaming platform and watch like shit that they should not be watching, you know? So it didn't used to be like that. So I think you have to just censor a little more now because like you can't just give the kid the remote and be like, go on Netflix. And the next thing you know, they're watching some wild shit. Like, because there's everything on there. I know that they have like kids settings or something, right? We haven't gotten into that yet. Because Bowie doesn't really take over the remote yet. But like,
she will soon.
I think we're going to have to get into that. There's something like that, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
I have that.
parental settings.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, when we were younger, we had some fucked up ass cartoons. When you watch these cartoons back as an adult, you're like, I should have never been watching this. They're made by adults that are probably on some psychedelic drugs or something.
Oh, all of them.
And it's like, it was weird. Like I used to grow up watching, you know, Courage the Cowardly Dog and Invader Zim and like certain, you know, Cow and Chicken. I love Cow and Chicken.
Eddie.
Yeah, all that shit. But I grew up watching The Addams Family too. That's why I always thought I was a little
Addams
fucking
Family.
Me too.
weird.
Yeah.
Which one are you?
I always liked.
We're always Wednesday. Every girl wanted to be Wednesday.
But I liked Cousin It too.
Now I want to be Cousin It. And that hair is popping.
Imagine being that for Halloween with a little hat and
Oh my God.
one of us can be. You could be the hand
Oh,
somehow. A
the
giant
hand is my favorite. I'm the
Dude,
hand.
low key, that's such a good costume. You just get bundles of hair, of some long ass hair. I can just imagine having some heavy ass clip-ins and just like being covered in hair.
Yo, that'd be kind of scary.
with the little hat and the glasses.
No, low key though, I saw today what I want. You're gonna die. I don't care how played out it is. I just saw they released the costume of the breakdancing lady. I literally just want to be that and just go around just like, doing like her little fucking. Literally, like there's so many good memes they've made with this person.
It is.
So many. So many.
Funny.
One of the best ones I saw, like, because I swear I'm always having issues with my duvet cover. Like, it's always all tangled. And it was like, a little, like a video of like the washing machine going. And they put the girl like inside of the washing machine dancing. And it said when your duvet cover gets all mixed up, like or all tangled in the wash.
Oh my God.
Send me that.
I did not
Please send
see
me
that.
that.
Dude, it was so funny. But
That's
like every
hilarious.
single meme they make with that girl, like I literally like have been laughing for 2 weeks straight because of her content. You know what I mean? So shout out to her, even though I think she got it like removed from the Olympics. That's what I heard.
Sorry, I had to take my plugs out. No, I think she did, right? I heard a bunch of weird stuff about that too.
Yeah, I think she like, it was so bad that they were like, oh no, like we need to pull this. But like, damn, like you ruined the whole thing for like all the breakdancers.
Yeah, I heard that she did some little shady things
Really?
to get that spot but she got the most press out of anybody for sure. So it's like,
No, there was the other meme. It was like when you lie on your resume but still get the job. It's like, girl, how are you in the Olympics for breakdancing? Like,
right. If you could do it, I could do it. Right. It's inspirational.
no, but like, shout out to her for the content. I'm definitely gonna dress as that for Halloween.
Bro, the most iconic thing I did for Halloween was one of those 8-foot giant dinosaur costumes. Bro, when I tell you I was in the neighborhood, I was sweating my ass off in this thing. And like I had the little arms. Like I didn't realize it was gonna be such a hit for the kids. Like I was really wearing it for Kato and like whatever. All the kids came up to me like I was a fucking celebrity. They're like, can we take a picture? Can we take a picture? And I was just like running with the little arms. Like, ah.
Wait, that's amazing.
I still got the costume. I'm gonna wear it again probably this year.
I love that.
Yeah.
So
If you ever perform somewhere, like I'll just come out in the dinosaur costume and then unzip. Like
Next time I have a show in LA.
I'll crowd surf with the dinosaur costume on.
I mean, that's the best because then you don't like get hurt as much because you got like the kind of like padding of the costume. You know what I mean?
Ain't
you
no
heard
padding,
that?
it's air.
You need
padding.
a little fan in you. But did you hear that Snoop Dogg goes to his family parties dressed as caricatures?
He does?
He just said that he dresses as animals like that and goes to his family parties.
Really?
Yeah, just to, like so the parents or nothing get like all about Snoop Dogg. He wanted it to be about like his family and stuff.
He turns himself into a mascot.
Yeah, he does. I was like, what?
He comes to Crip walking down. He's like
Wait, I love that. Yeah, 'cause
smelling
he's a
like
grandpa.
the whole costume's full of weed, just like weed coming out the ears.
Oh my God! They know like it's like the smell of like Snoop at Christmas. Just like it's not like it's his Christmas tree smell. You know what I mean? Like he just brings in the smell of weed everywhere he goes.
Right.
I love that. That's how it was when he came on Ridiculousness years ago. They were actually filming some kids show. Like next door.
Oh my
And
God.
I remember like somebody came over and was like, the smell's lingering. And like I remember somebody who worked on the crew was like, it's Snoop Dogg. Like,
Right.
what do you want us to do? Tell the guy he can't smoke?
Right, it's Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
bro.
like it was funny though because it was like lingering into the shared hallway where like kids were filming.
He's a legend for just being able to smoke wherever the fuck he wants to because he's Snoop Dogg.
Dude,
I love
it's
that.
crazy. And I love how at the Olympics, speaking of Olympics, they had him holding the torch, and I was like, of course, because this man's been he's been holding the torch
makes
for
sense.
fucking 50 years. The torch to his blood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was dope.
That's funny. That's a good analogy right there. I like
Right?
that.
Well, that's what I love about, like I said this the other day, I'm like, whoever his fucking agents or marketing people are, they're genius. Because that's genius. Do you know what I mean? Like, for him to, Snoop's holding the torch, like, it makes sense.
Did you guys think that was what it was for? Because I would have never that one would have
didn't.
went right over my head.
That's, I thought that it was like,
He's like,
duh, of course he's holding the torch. It's Snoop, you know?
Right, you're so smart.
Thanks, I like that.
oh my gosh, Chanel. So let's talk about your new TV show.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I'm like, I want to talk about it. Let's go.
Yeah, let's talk about it. So, how's it been for you so far? Like having your own show. It's really behind the scenes. It's
Yes.
like it's very,
Oh my God, so behind the scenes.
very entertaining.
Every horrible angle I've ever seen of myself. I'm like, I didn't even know I could look that bad, but y'all got me from that angle. No, I love it. I love being able to like show every side of me, you know, on Ridiculousness. It's just funny, happy. That's all people see. And I think that's also been like a setback for my music career because people are like, why the fuck is this girl a rapper? Like, what's been your struggle? You know what I mean? Where do you, like, why? And so just, I think being able to show other sides of me that aren't just always happy. Like, I cry. I fucking go through shit. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a new mom on camera, like overweight as hell. Like, you know, I just wanted to be like open about everything, even getting lipo, like, which is like, in my opinion, the funniest scene in the whole fucking show. I wish they showed more of that. If you guys could have seen more of that whole, it was funny. Like my nurse Sharon, bro, it was so funny. Like she took me down to go like walk after I got the lipo. And like there's just like yachts passing by because I was in Miami. And it's just a scene of me that we didn't use for the show. It's just a scene of me and I'm just like depressed, like like watching the boats go by. And then Sharon, my nurse, she's Jamaican. I'm terrible at accents. And she's like, don't worry, my girl. You're going to be back on the boat twerking in no time. And I was like, yo, this is the funniest shit. Like, we have to show this. But, like, there's only so much time in the show, you know? So they showed a tiny snippet from when I was recovering from the lipo. And, you know, I wanted to just be very open about everything. And people like that. That's what the best feedback I've got is that people are like, oh, we love that it's very relatable, that you're so like raw and real. So yeah, I like being able to just, you know, show more sides of myself and my music, especially like being able to highly feature that in the show. Like after years of, you know, working so hard at it and not being on a show that has anything to do with that, like it's dope.
Yeah, I love that. That's important. And you have your own podcast too.
Yes.
So how long have you had the podcast for?
So we've started the podcast the beginning of, I'm like, what fucking year are we in? 2024?
I don't know.
I like lost these days. When I go to write the date, I'm like, what fucking year are we in? Yeah, the beginning of 2024, we started it, and we kind of put it on a little bit of a hold when the TV show just dropped because it was like so much content about the TV show. We're really trying to promote the TV show. So we put it on hold a couple weeks, but we just dropped our last episode with B.O.B. He's hilarious. Fucking love him. Like such a talented rapper, but like he's also so funny. But yeah, like I called it The Laugh because it was like, obviously people know me for my laugh. And I think I spent a long time kind of running from that too. Like not resenting it, but being like, fuck, I hate that. Like people just know me for my laugh. Like people always be like, you're the girl with the laugh. And I'm like, yeah, what up? Do you not know I do music? You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
she had to get off.
yeah, like every time people would be like, you're the girl with the laugh. And there'd be so many times where I'm like, I laugh, but I also do music. Check it out. And like, I would literally be like self-promoting every fucking time somebody would mention my laugh. I'm like, yes, but I also do music. Check it out. Thank you, but I also do music. Check it out. And so like, I spent a little bit of time resenting it. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, oh, like, it's like, I want to be known for like what I'm fucking like actually talented at and like working hard at. And then like, it started to hit me like this laugh, especially with a lot of people. I started to read more DMs. I didn't used to do that because it's just too much. And so many people are like, oh, your laugh, like my grandpa was dying, and like your laugh was like all he wanted to watch on TV, like or like my mom had cancer, and like your laugh cheered her up so much. And so then I like started to like hear that a lot, and I'm like, okay, like my laugh is like helping people. Like it's like there's people who really get joy from this, and so I really wanted to start to tap into that, and that's why I was like, let's call the podcast The Laugh, you know, and just have fun. Like I didn't want it to be like one of these podcasts where like there's a lot of podcasts where it's like very, you know, they're talking about politics and like shit in the world, and I'm like, yo, like I have enough of that on my fucking timeline. Like I just want to have fun, good time, talk about like who the guests are, what their projects they're working on, like, and just have fun. Like that's it. Like how you're doing here too. Like that's what I love.
Yeah, it's the Playroom. We're having fun.
You know what I mean? It's all about fun.
Is your boyfriend, is he a co-host with you, or is he a host also? Or I don't want to say co-host. I don't fucking know the right term.
He's a co-host. Yeah,
he's the baby daddy. He's on the show.
My one homegirl who was a guest on the show was like, "How do you feel being the +1 to Chanel?"
Oh my God. What did he say?
He's like, yo, he's like, you know, it's fine. Like I got my own career. Like I'm not tripping. He's a very confident person, so it's like he doesn't give a fuck.
You know,
confident and chill.
Yeah, he's very chill. Like I want to talk about your guys' dynamic too, because you're like bubbly, you're like free spirited. I'm sure you have your moments too. We've seen on the West Coast Hustle. Y'all better tune in and watch that. But he's very like, I don't think I've ever seen him like, he doesn't get very mad. Like he's just like super chill. You guys are like Ken and Barbie. You guys are like the it couple right now. Like I love it. I love the dynamic though, because even for me, like I'm kind of like out there. I need somebody that's more chill to balance me out. So how does that? Like when you guys first met, like was he kind of like, whoa, she's she's a little out there?
No, he definitely thought that. Like he even joked. He's like, he joked. He's like, Chanel's whole wardrobe when I met her, every single thing looked like she was about to be in a music video. And he's like, babe, we're just going to lunch. Like you don't need rhinestones right now. Like that's, I'm just so extra always. I have toned it down a little bit as a mom, you know, like. And just because, like, money-wise, he's like, you're spending way too much fucking money on clothes. And I'm like, okay, you're right. I should be investing more in real estate, which we're doing also. But, he's just, like, he's a very just level-headed, like, he's a like, a very business-minded type person. Yeah, he's just really fucking chill. Like, and it's funny, like, I always went for, like, the bad boy type. Like, always. I always was dating, like, a musician, really, because I've always done music. It was,
I've
like,
seen one of them.
Yes. Let's not talk about the past. Let's just leave it at that, you know?
No, he's a big step up as far as, like, he's just the perfect match for you, I think.
Thank you.
As soon as I see you guys together, I'm like, okay, this is what she fucking deserves in a man.
Thank you.
Literally.
But that's what, and I want to tell any other women listening, is, like, sometimes you have to step out of, like, obviously he's a very good looking man, but that's never mattered to me at all. Like I'm not a looks person. Like it's really about like the personality. Like, you know, they gotta be
lucky
cool.
You, Chanel.
Like,
lucky you.
No, they literally like they gotta be like a cool like fucking person. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm happy that I took the time to get to know him, because at first he was real shy, and like I was like, oh, he's hot, but like he doesn't have a personality. Like that's what I thought at first. You know what I mean? And so then like it was like we were coming out of the pandemic. Like, bitch, I was lonely. I was like, you know what? We got to just give him a chance. And it was the best decision I ever made, because he ended up being like the best guy ever. And just like, you know, it's very refreshing. And to be with somebody who's like a good person, but also like has their shit together. You know what I mean? Yeah.
They call people like a slow burner. I just heard that. I've been learning that term. Like, oh, that's why you're slow. We feel like that way. They're slow burners. So they're not always what they show you right off top. It takes them a while to
you got to peel the layers back.
Yep.
No. And I like that with people too, because if you're on my level of like just out there and crazy, like I'm gonna be irritated with you. I'm sure I irritate a lot of people. But it's like, bro, chill the fuck out, okay?
Yeah, same.
I'm over here acting crazy. No, you chill out. No, you chill out. Everyone calm the fuck down. But I want to ask you, how long were you guys like dating before little Bowie came to the picture? And when you found out that you were pregnant, did you already know in the back of your head, like, if I have his baby, I'm keeping it for sure? Was it planned or?
No, I didn't. I did not plan it. I did not plan it. I had that year I was launching my swimwear brand and an album. Like the last thing I needed was to get pregnant. I put my album on hold then it ended up being on hold even longer, because then I got the TV show and I was like, okay, shit, let's hold it for the TV show. You know what I mean? But I held the swimwear line, everything, because it was like I can't really model. I'm not making maternity bathing suits, so it was like I can't really like model my own swimwear. So like I put a lot of shit on hold. So it was not something that like I really necessarily wanted to do at the time, but it was like this, just like when I found out I was pregnant, like it was like this like very strong, like overwhelming feeling, like, oh, like duh, like you have to have this baby. And like also because he is such a good guy, it's like, okay, well, he's good looking, he's a good guy. If I'm gonna have a baby with anybody, this might be the person. You know what I mean? Like,
he was definitely shooting the club up. You know what he was doing. You know what's fucked up? My son's dad, like, we only hooked up a couple times and had Kato. I known him for like 10 years though. But I remember he made a post and he was like, pull-out game weak as fuck. Like,
I can't.
Wow.
Wait, that
happy
is
birthday,
so.
Kato.
That is so. Funny. Yo, that's hilarious.
I know, it was funny. But I was just a feeling I had too. I was just like, no, I have to do this. Like, I have to do it. So that's interesting. How long were you guys dating before you found out you were pregnant?
Just a couple months, not long. But we were together like every single day. Like once we started kicking it, it was like every day. Like I would like, at the time I was still doing Ridiculousness, I'd get done filming. I'm like, what are you doing tonight? He's like, you know, like nothing or whatever. I'm like, okay, let's hang out. Da-da-da. Like every time we both had free time, we'd be like, let's hang out, let's go to dinner, whatever. And like we just laughed a lot, like together. Obviously, you know, I'm a big laugher,
Right.
but like that's when I started to realize, oh, he's funny, like he has a personality, and like that's when, you know, we just really started to connect. Like literally, it was like we started. He asked me to go on like a date, and then we just didn't stop hanging out. And
Love that.
Did you see that clip from her podcast when they had B.O.B. on there?
Yeah,
And
I did.
that shit was so funny.
Oh, the soul age?
What's your soul age? And you're like 16 and your dude's like, you ain't even legal. And she just starts busting up laughing. And I'm like, he's funny for that. Like, he just
Right.
slid that in there.
he says the most random funny shit sometimes, and like I'm actually like, I feel like when we were filming the West Coast Hustle, that he was maybe not fully in his element yet. You know, it's like it's a little bit more of a controlled environment, even though it's very raw and real. It is a little bit more controlled. So you just, you know, I felt like he didn't get as many of these moments, and that's why I'm like, I'm happy that we have the podcast, we have this other platform to speak and show people who we are, because that is one thing. It's like, even being an executive producer of the show, at the end of the day, the show it's a TV show. Like, even though it's about my life, like, there's always got to be characters. There's got to be, you know what I'm saying? There's always got to be a storyline. Like, there's, you know, and so they naturally find like what the storyline is in your life. Like, that's like the thing that goes through. But like at the same time, it's like things are just a little bit more controlled, and a lot of shit gets missed. Like, there's so much funny stuff we filmed, especially with him, that's not in the show.
Damn.
And I'm like so sad. I'm like, yo, like, how did that not make it? Like, but
So is having your own show like on the side, like eventually, I don't know how long the contracts are and how it works
Yeah.
and with this and that, but now that you're doing it and you're like really being vulnerable with your life,
Yeah.
you know, this is like your first time really showing who you are behind the scenes. Like you said, it's more controlled, but is that something you want to continue, or are you just gonna like, are you mostly focused on being a mom in your music career? Like, what's the most important to you?
it's like both. Well, really, being a mom in my music career is like the things I love the most. But I've been on TV forever. TV, like, it pays my bills. Like,
Right.
MTV pays my bills. Shout out to MTV. No, like, you know, so like, and that's why I did the show, because it's like, at first, like years ago, I would have loved to do a show like this. I'm like, I can't believe you guys waited this long and asked me to do a show right after I have a baby. Like, what do you mean? Like, my life was so poppin'. Like, 10 fucking years ago, I was opening for Cardi B and like Wayne. I just opened for Wayne again though, which was
That
dope.
was lit.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, and we filmed it too, so maybe that'll be in season 2. But I had so much crazy shit going on. I'm like, y'all waited till I had a baby and was like at my chillest, like not as poppin' to give me a show. But that's what I was like, you know what? This is kind of invasive. Like, I'm not really trying to do this at this point in my life, but like 10 years ago, I would have died for this. You know what I mean? So I was like, let's do it. Let's just show the
Yeah.
world everything and make the best out of it. Because it is true. It's like you get to feature your brands, your music, all that shit. And then also like for my baby, like,
Right.
Yeah.
It's real. It's
showing a
relatable.
real raw side to you. Like, you know, and I felt the same thing when I had my son. I thought that my whole career and everything I built was freaking over because I was just going to be a mom
Same.
now. And I wanted, like, I really went through a lot of like postpartum depression. I didn't realize it at the time until I looked back at it. But I was fucking depressed. I'm like, I was overweight. Like, I was a single mom very quickly because it was just like, no, it's better if we just co-parent. You know, we're not really meant to be together. But it was fucking hard, dude. And I went through a lot of depression. I want to ask you too, like, after you had the baby, did you think you know, I'm just a mom now. I don't have time for anything else. Did you go through postpartum depression or?
Yeah, I did.
don't know
I
all
mean,
these
I didn't go through postpartum depression. I actually, it's pretty crazy. Like, I was approached by MTV to do the show, and like kind of faced with like a big decision of like doing the show and like leaving Ridiculousness. And so that was like a big source of stress for me actually after having the baby, because it was a big ass decision, and I've been on Ridiculousness forever, you know what I mean? So like
It was a hard transition or emotional?
yeah, it was. It really was. And you know, yeah, it's kind of hard because like I don't think I had postpartum depression. Like after I had my baby, I was like super happy, but then when I was faced with like this really big like life-changing decision, and then knowing I was going to make a little less money to do it, it was like it was an interesting offer, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, you want your own show?
Right. And something new is scary, but I feel like with no risk comes no reward, you know?
Exactly. That's dude, I swear that exact quote is like I heard it from like 10 different people when I was like, should I do this? What should I do today?
Really?
With no risk comes no reward. I'm like, fuck it, I'm taking the risk, you know? And like it's a
yeah.
big risk because I could maybe only have one season of this show. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't think that's the case. I think we're going into season 2.
Now we're in an era
That's
too where a
lit.
lot of people aren't watching like MTV as much because
Yep.
we're on all these streaming platforms. So
It's
I don't even
scary.
have fucking cable anymore. If I want to watch this stuff, like I'll watch it on my phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that must make it a little
So
bit
stressful.
more difficult.
Dude, it's another thing too because it's interesting. My deal is with Paramount, MTV. Paramount owns MTV, and they just got bought out by Skydance. There's all kinds of stuff going on in this industry right now. And so my deal is with Paramount, and Paramount is like, you know, they're cutting a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And this is what's interesting. So Paramount Plus is a streaming platform, okay? But then they want people to still go to the cable TV shows. So in a weird way, they're kind of competing with themselves. So like my show, for example, it won't be on Paramount Plus streaming platform for another like 5 months. And they do that because they want to drive all the traffic first to go to cable, because they're
Right.
literally trying to keep cable alive. Like quite literally. And that's why Ridiculousness is still so successful, because it's been one of these shows that just people just watch. So it's keeping a cable network alive. Like, you know, I don't know if you know, like,
I think your laugh kept the cable network alive.
No, for
I
real.
love you
for
for
a good
that.
like however many fucking years it was. Her laugh kept me on MTV.
Same.
I love you.
Same.
Seriously, I love you for that.
No, swear to God, though.
No, I love you for saying that. But yeah.
Even if the video wasn't funny, you're laughing and I'm fucking
her laugh
cracking
makes it
up.
funny.
I'm
Thank
like,
you. Oh, I love you for saying that. Yeah, no, it's yeah.
We're
It's-
here for it all. We're here for the laughs, the cries, the tears, all the moments.
And
I
you
love
get all
seeing
of
you
that.
as a mom, though, on the West Coast Hustle. It's
Thank
so
you.
cute. And I actually got to go to your premiere, which was fucking amazing, by the way. I met
Thank
so many
you.
cool people, and I got to see little Bowie Breeze in person. She's so freaking tiny and cute. Like, you know, on camera, the kids look way bigger, but in person, she was like, look, she's like, girl, like, I'm famous. This is my show.
Oh my, she already has that attitude. Can't you tell? Like
Yeah.
it's already the vibe. Like too many cameras. Yeah, like,
But she's so freaking cute, and I'm so happy for you. Like,
Thank
your whole
you.
family, everything you have going on. You work really, really hard, too.
dude, I don't stop. Like, and people keep asking, you know, but I see you're like that too. Like, it's like we're just the type of people, like we just go. Like, some people don't get that, and I'm like, yo, you just go. Like, it's like I go from this podcast, and I'm going. So funny. Actually, after this, I'm gonna take Bowie to a little class real quick. I forgot about that, so I pushed my studio session back. So I'm gonna go take her to this little class. Then after the little class, we're gonna go get home, do the studio session, knock out this new. I'm making a country song tonight.
Hell yeah, brother.
You know, we get our country shit. It's actually kind of lit though. Like it's like country. I'm doing dabbling in country a little bit, but it's still like it's still me. You know what I mean? Like the lyrics are still like fucking dope. Like it's a very good blend of like hip hop with country.
What made you go that route right now?
I realized that's my fan base. Like it's like I don't know what took me so long, but like that's who watches Ridiculousness is people who are listening to country and drinking Coors. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. And so, you know, I think that that's also for a long time been a disconnect where it's like I'm on this TV show where it's a very mainstream, like middle America kind of fan base. And not, and I won't even say that. It's just a mainstream broad fan base, and not everybody listens to hip hop. Not everybody gets it, you know? So like being on a TV show, I should be doing pop, really. Like I should be doing a genre that breaks through to all of the TV fans. Obviously, I wanted to stay true to myself by doing hip hop because that's what I love. But now, you know, I'm just trying to get that money.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. We
Like-
ain't getting no younger, but you're getting smart. And I feel like I listen to a lot of different type of music. I've been making music for 8 years. I started out just rapping, and now I make all different types of stuff. I make melodic, vibey shit. I make like what I call shroom music. I have like some rock songs.
Yeah,
I
I've heard your music. It's all dope.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I've only dropped a few things, but I got like hundreds of songs.
Yeah.
I'm at the age is like, what's the worst that can happen? Just drop your
Exactly.
shit.
You need to drop them
You know,
because
I'm gonna drop everything.
But don't even say that though. I hate
Yeah.
when people say age. Like, in all, I literally feel, and
I
I've
just feel like I'm smarter at this age. I feel like I'm, even when I was 25 and I
Yeah.
could have dropped it all then, even though I was like more popping than I am now maybe or whatever, or had more shit going on, I was still had something in me where I was like still nervous and holding back. Now that I'm older, I don't feel, and I have a kid, I don't know, it's like, I just don't feel like I have to hold back with anything. It's like, I'm just putting it all out there. I don't give a fuck. But to people that are, you know, getting a little bit older and they feel like their hopes and dreams are out the window and they just have to be a parent or they just can only work their job, like that's not true. Make time for what you love and talk your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Pop your shit.
Exactly. No, I feel like it doesn't matter, but age, I hate when people like even bring up, it's like, yes, we're obviously wiser as we get older, but like as far as like putting out projects and this, like, dude, especially men, you know how many men have made it not like until they were like 40? Like fucking
Right, yeah.
Harrison Ford, one of the biggest actors in Hollywood, like didn't even have his first big role till he was like mid 30s. Like Fergie didn't come out with like London Bridge till she was like 33 or some shit. Like so many people got their start in their 30s, and we live in this weird era. This is what I've been saying for the past like 10 years basically. Because kids have access to social media, low-key kids are running the show now. It's like everybody just cares what the numbers are of like what the kids like, and it's like, yo, like we're gonna let 12-year-olds run the show. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like when we were kids, like I would listen to, you know, I didn't care if the artist I was listening to was also a kid. I was listening to adults. You know what I mean? But I think because of social media, now kids know, oh, I could slide in this person's DMs maybe and like date them, or like I could be their friend. So a kid has no urge to listen to like an older person, right? And that's why I think it's become this obsession with like all these young artists. Like, dude, my friend was like, oh, this rapper, da-da-da. It was a 12-year-old with face tats, bro. I was like,
But you know what
who
else
is this kid?
It's also because there's so many kids that are actually coming out as artists too. Like now, back in the day, it was like it's only this person, this person, this person. Now
Yeah.
it's like anyone can be artists. There's so many people that are like starting to tap into things. So it's like, it's not that maybe it's more considered more competition to certain people, but I feel like just drop your shit. You know what I mean?
but
Whatever
that-
you're doing, just put it out. Keep putting it out. Put it out content like often, and you know.
No,
hope
but
for
that's
the
what I'm
best.
saying though. Like everybody needs to just keep going, because it's
Yeah.
like we can't let only what the kids like determine what's popping. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if we weren't in a generation of it being so much about that, like, dude, like that's what I'm saying. Like the people I used to look up to were grown ass women. We're grown ass adults.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's like when I hear people like bring up age, I'm like, what the fuck? Like I'm like, I feel like this is the age where you should be breaking. You know what I mean? Like, and if we were to pop off at 25, like, yeah, like, okay, maybe we would have a little bit more longevity with the music, but also we wouldn't have been as mentally ready, and like maybe you would lose it faster. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's better to pop off with any sort of career a little bit later in life, because you are smarter, you've been through so much shit already, and then you're able to keep the success a little bit more because you've already like been through so much shit, you know?
That's exactly how I feel now. So, and I love that about you. You're a fucking hustler. You know.
Thank you.
You got the West Coast hustle. You know what I'm saying? It just goes together. But what do you have coming up next? Like, is there anything else that's behind the scenes that you're
Yes.
working on? Ooh.
I'm always working on some shit behind the scenes. Well, I have a first look deal with Paramount, so I'm trying to develop other TV shows to pitch to them. I've pitched a couple. We're waiting on some. We're waiting on some replies. Playroom podcast. We can make a show about y'all. No, that's what I'm trying to do though. I'm really trying to make shows and content for MTV and Paramount, And obviously, I'm always working on music, so there's gonna be a lot more of that. We're gonna drop a little country album.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you have a name for it yet or no?
I don't have a name for the album yet, but I'm excited. I think people are gonna be surprised, and I think people who don't like country, who are like, I don't even like country, are gonna actually like it too, because it just it's like a different feel. It's like a different vibe, you know.
Right, I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, what's some like country artists that you would want to collab with? Is Post Malone considered country? No.
I guess he is.
He's country now.
I still can't fully accept it. It's like I love it, but I don't, because I'm like, is he not gonna make the other music now? Because like I really like that vibe, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love Morgan Wallen. I mean, he's dope. He's so fucking talented and has so many songs out. Like, it's crazy. I was like going through, he has one album that's like so many songs with the same picture. You're like, these are all on the same album? like this fool has so many fucking songs. And I just love that he like collaborates with, like, he has that song out with Moneybagg Yo, and it's like, this song somehow sounds like a Moneybagg Yo song and a Morgan Wallen song. Like, just such a good crossover artist. And Jessie Murph, she's really dope. She has that song Wild Ones. Have you heard it? Mm-mm. It's a good song. She was actually doing a little bit more, it's funny, she was doing a little bit more like, I think kind of like hip hop vibes at first, but she kind of transitioned into country, and it's like working very well for her. She's hella dope. You should check her out. Jessie Murph. I love her.
Hell yeah, we'll definitely check it out. Mm-hmm. Shit. Well, I want to ask you too, do you ever deal with like depression and anxiety? Or how do you feel about mental health?
Really, I deal with so much anxiety. I wouldn't say depression. Like, I feel like I've been through a lot, and I've been able to deal with like the ups and downs of life pretty well. But anxiety, I have issues with like if I'm in a rush, you know what I'm saying? And it's like the pressure of like being in a rush and like knowing, oh, there's a car waiting or some shit. It's like I start to like crumble. I'm not even joking. Like, being in a rush is not for me. I have to get ready fucking 3 hours early for everything. No, like I cannot be in a rush. I need things to be planned out. Like, I do suffer from intense anxiety, and I get anxiety from like, and I'm getting better at it. Like, even like I'll see hate comments and shit online.
Right.
And I want to respond so bad to these fucking idiots. But then, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I want to say some shit, but then I realize that just is bringing me down to their level. That's just lowering my fucking frequency. You know what I'm saying? And I have to calm myself and be like, okay, don't say anything. And then I get anxiety seeing like this negativity and knowing like, oh my God, this person just, you know, and I'll just sit there deleting some of them. But like,
So what do you do when you're getting anxiety? Do you have like any type of strategies that you use?
Well, definitely smoking weed. We just have to be honest about that one.
Okay.
You know, and I'm very much like, when I'm in mom mode, I'm in mom mode. When I'm not with my baby, I'll smoke. When the baby's asleep, I'll smoke. If she's awake, I deal with more anxiety. Let's put it that way.
Just like outside. One time.
If she's awake and I'm away from her and she has no idea where mommy is, then no. But really, through the pandemic too, I got into meditating. Meditating, like, life-changing for me. Meditation and yoga, which I need more yoga of now. After having a baby, your girl is extra tight. I need to stretch out a little bit.
Chanel.
I'm like, we need to stretch out. My hips, like, something happened. Like, I don't know what. Like, they stretched out.
Yeah, that happens when you have a baby.
I know. But like, it's the weirdest thing though, because it's like, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, because the hips stretched out, now they need to learn how to stretch from this level. Do you get what I mean? And so like, I'm extra tight. Dude, I used to be able to bust in the splits. I could barely be in like a fucking V now.
Girl, yeah, we ain't busting those splits in a long time, okay?
But like, yoga and meditation and that stuff, it really helps like a lot. Like, I try to just stay chill. And comedy, I've always been, that's why I'm famous for my fucking laugh. I feel like I've always been somebody who really just, I cope with things through comedy and laughing. Like, if I'm in a sad, bad mood, some bad shit has happened, let me just put on a funny movie or like a stand-up comedy special. And
would you ever do a stand-up comedy special?
I've always thought about it.
I think you would kill it. Can we set it up in here and then we'll have like a little audience and we'll do a test run?
I would be so down, honestly.
Write
like,
your jokes.
Oh, lit.
We'll be in the background like, everyone fucking laugh now.
Everyone laugh now.
What the fuck, dude? Scared myself.
Me too. I was like, whoa.
That's your
I don't know if it was just like in my head making up noises. Like,
You know what? It would be hilarious if you did too, like a cartoon animated version of whatever, made a little show out of it, and then we just did the voiceovers, or you did a voiceover, had some funny voiceover actors, and made like a little cartoon show.
We need to
That's
do
what
that.
that voice reminded me of, when she was like,
No, we need to do that. I already have an idea. Actually, it was my mom's idea for a whole little cartoon about dogs.
okay.
But
Can they talk?
yes, talking dogs. It would be really funny. I used to do voiceovers on a cartoon on Nickelodeon, and
Which
it's
show?
fun. It's
That's
the easy.
tight.
Oh my god, it's the easiest, funnest job. You come to work, you can look like shit. You just get to read the lines. You don't have to remember shit. Like doing voiceovers is so fun.
I didn't even know it was women.
Yeah, it's women.
Yo, they're killing it. A lot of voice actors are women, and who play like boy voices too.
Yeah, that's interesting, huh?
Dude, this one girl who was on the cartoon with me before, she would literally go from one voice to another, like talking to each other. That I can't do.
That's a little psycho.
Because I have to get like stuck on the, that's what I'm saying. Like I have to get stuck on the character. She would literally be able to go from one voice to the next, back and forth. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, you got to be a little loopy to play some of these roles and do some of these characters for sure.
What
I think
kind
I
of-
would kill it.
Yeah.
No, you're freaking really good at whatever the fuck you got
Whatever the
going on.
fuck you got going on, you're good at it.
So are you. Like,
Thanks.
it's working for you guys.
Thank you.
What would your voice be if you did like have a role like playing like on Pets or something? Like,
Oh my gosh,
what would your
I
voice sound like?
Like, hey guys, what's up?
Oh,
my name's Spike. My name's Spiky the dog.
That makes it way better.
Sparky the dog.
Sparky the dog.
But
We
then-
know why you
but
named
then
it Sparky.
I could do like a grandma or like a grandpa. I discovered that when I went for a voiceover audition, and the lady was like, "Why don't you try the grandma?" And I'm like, "Huh? Am I that raspy today?"
Honey, come here, honey.
Oh my god.
That's a good one.
Oh hell no.
Oh, fuck. Yo, he always gets me with this damn thing. Ever since we started the podcast, he'll just randomly put it on us, and I'm like, wait, what? And I have the deep, weird ass voice. I already have a deep voice, dude. Why do you got to do it like that?
That's why.
No, it's better to have a deep voice. Sometimes my voice comes off a little high pitched, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
And then when you start really laughing real fast,
Oh my god, I can't.
Yeah, mine's like a high pitch.
That's when we go to dolphin.
I just
Dolphin
sound like I
mode.
have no air when I laugh. I'm like,
My son told
got
me
a
that I
wheezing
sound
laugh.
like a dolphin. He's like, "Mom, you laugh like a dolphin." I'm like, "What?" It's funny. I do. I have like 16. though,
have you
different
guys
ones.
seen that talk show where they put all the people on there with funny ass different laughs?
I saw
Please
a clip
tell
of
me
that.
you've
I
seen
saw
it.
a clip of
It's
that, and somebody
so
was like,
fucking
"You should be
funny,
on
bro.
this." And I
It's
was
so
like,
funny. Let us know in the comments if you guys have seen it. I was literally crying laughing. I had like smoked some weed and I seen it on Instagram. I'm like, what the fuck?
We just realized we laugh with no neck or no.
Oh yeah, we
chin,
have
huh?
no neck. We just like. And I'm like, at least we both don't have a chin, so you're good, dude.
"Wait, that's so funny."
Like, why don't we laugh like that?
That's
Our
how-
face
As
just
soon as we laugh, we
snatches.
just. Don't you dare do a zoom on my fucking face. Don't you fucking dare. We be watching the videos back mortified, like, oh my God. But no, you gotta be vulnerable to be on some shit like this, to be in front of cameras. Like, do you ever feel like, are you just used to being in front of cameras, or do you ever have those moments where you're still like, fuck, I don't even want cameras in my face right now?
The most I've ever felt like that was doing this new TV show. I went from one amazing thing about Ridiculousness is like, let's be real. I'm sitting on a couch, getting to look fucking perfect, best lighting, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't move, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you look good. I would cry sometimes from laughing so hard, so my makeup would be messed up. But like, for the most part, you just look good. It's set angles. On a TV show like this, it's like they're filming me at every angle. I'm picking up my baby. I'm like, they're seeing me in bed, like, all that chin. You know what I mean? Like, so it was a little nerve wracking, but at the same time, I'm like, I still take hot pictures. I got my hot music videos. I have a ton of content that I am 1,000% able to control. And in all of that content, I always make sure we're looking extra on point so people know I don't always look crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I want them to know, like, hey, they caught me slipping at a bad time filming this TV show.
But it makes it relatable because as women, we all feel like that. We
Yeah.
even feel those, even having all the cameras on us. But then when you get that realism, we're relating to you and we're like, oh my gosh, I be looking looking like every day too. And I think that's probably what was good for you to get the show at this
Yeah.
point, because we can watch turn up videos, but we can't always watch that.
Yeah.
Like now people want to go to you because like it's real shit that we go through as moms and women.
Yeah, no, and I've been getting so much feedback of that, of people being like, "Yo, I like that, like you're not in makeup all the time," and I'm like, I'm happy you like it because I'm regretting that I let that be seen. You know what I mean? but like I didn't really care, dude. I'm telling you, if you watch the whole show, I noticed too. So I have this fucking Betty Boop pajama shirt that I wear all the time, right? It's like a vintage shirt, like you know those vintage shirts that are like pre-washed, so you can wash it a million times and it's like nice. Anyways, it's my favorite pajama shirt. I did not realize how much I wear it until I was like, why am I in that shirt in every fucking episode? Like
With the leggings on the podcast.
Exactly.
no, it's just like that one item. And somebody did notice though, and they were like, "Yo, you love that Betty Boop shirt? Like that's so relatable. I have my favorite pajama shirt." And I was like, "Yo, like I love that." Like I didn't give a fuck like to that extent, because that is the things that people are like, "Oh my god, like she has her fucking pajama shirt. I got my pajama shirt too."
Oh my gosh,
like,
I didn't think about that. My son be like, "Can you throw it away? It's like an old big holes in it, orange shirt." I'm like,
I'm sure somebody would buy that for a lot of money in an auction.
No, like-
Chanel's Betty
I
Boop
know.
shirt.
right? We gonna save it for that. Like it's in every episode of the West Coast Hustle. You can't miss
That's
it.
hilarious. I need to. I watched the first couple episodes. How many episodes is out altogether
It's
now?
8.
There's 8 out right now.
No, there's 8 total of the season. Tonight is the 6th episode, I think.
Oh, okay. So
or 7th. I'm not sure.
So you don't know if you're doing a season 2 yet, or
Not yet. Well, I'll know probably like in a couple weeks.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, let us
So
know.
you know we
I'm
nervous.
available.
We over here stressed, getting gray hairs, waiting to find out.
Yeah, for real.
No,
Oh.
but at the end of the day, like, so even if there's not a season 2, I think there is going to be a season 2. I can't speak on it yet. I don't know.
"You want a season 2?
I would love a season 2, but also it's like I don't like. I'm at that point in my life where it's like, if it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. You know, like for me, this was just such a great experience, and like to be able to say I had my own fucking TV show, my own billboards. This is a moment I've been working towards for so long. Like I made a million trailers trying to get shows for years. So yeah, I think naturally there's gonna be a season 2.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Right.
manifesting it for you.
Perfect example of like just don't give up as well. Like you said, you did 1,000 trailers and now you got picked up, and it's like don't give up on yourself, especially when you become a mom and even dealing with women and then being a woman in the industry. Like you just keep going, and then like I thank you for sharing that, because it's like inspiring for us women who do go through a lot. We just want to give up sometimes, but it's like no, just keep going.
No, for real. I was at kind of those points of feeling like, especially with my music, like just I had gotten to a point where I'm like, dude, this is getting so fucking tiring. Like, cause I know I'm putting out fire shit, and like to put out so much fire shit and like it not get the recognition it deserves. It was like this. I'm like beating myself up doing this, and then when I got pregnant with Bowie, like it extra just lit this fire in me. I don't know what it was. It was like, I think it was when I found out I had a girl. I was having a girl too. I was like, I gotta be like show her like what's up. You know what I mean? Like I gotta show her like I don't fucking give up, and like, you know, my mom was like a boss. My mom was a single mom who did everything. She was the man of the house too, you know. So like even though I have a man in my life and Bowie has a father around, I still want her to see like a strong mother figure, and that's what I love that she does get to see like in what I do, you know, like seeing me do my thing.
How would you feel when she gets older and her seeing you cry or being like emotional? How do you feel about that?
I think it's a good thing, you know, because I think also that's why I'm so emotional as an adult, maybe because my mom's real tough, and like I think we kept emotions more of like a hidden thing.
Same.
And growing up, like I didn't cry a lot. Like if I did cry, I'd be like, stop. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think I held in a lot my whole life. And that's why I think also because of my hormones were going fucking crazy after having a baby. But like, I think I kind of just, that's why I'm crying a lot on my show. I think it was kind of just at a moment of like finally just letting a lot out, you know? And so I think that I want Bowie to not hold in as much as I've always held in my whole life.
Right. I think that's important. As my son gets older, I'm pretty sure you're probably going to face this too. Like, what do we show them? What is okay? Like, can they see us cry? We have to like be tough mom, be strong mom. But it's like, is it going to be good if they see us a little weak? Like,
Yeah,
what
I
is
feel
the
like
bad
it's good to
thing?
be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Your kids got to see you go through some real shit. And it all depends on how you pick yourself back up and you wipe the tears away and you tell them, like, look, I had a tough moment, or I'm going through this, or maybe I wasn't, that nice in this moment. I apologize, or whatever it is. Just keep it real with your kids and just keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? They got to see those real emotions. Like, but my son, he gets super, like, I don't really cry in front of him that much. Obviously, we all toughen up a little bit for our kids because you can't be a fucking hot mess all the time. Your world's crumbling on the inside sometimes. You're stressed. You're, like, managing yourself sometimes. You're, like, working, doing all these different things. And it gets fucking overwhelming. Yeah. And the lack of sleep. God, the lack of sleep was killing me. Like, I'm not really a morning person, so... Like, I heard you mention that somewhere along the lines, you're just like, bro, the lack of sleep is freaking hard. Like,
it's funny because, like, I've never been a person who needs a lot of sleep. But before I had a kid, I'd have, like, a deep sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could go to bed late, but if I had a deep-ass sleep, I'd wake up at, like, 7 a.m. But you don't get that deep sleep when you have a baby waking you up 4 times in the fucking night. You know what I mean? So, like it's not as much about, like, how much. It's, like, just I wasn't getting good sleep anymore, like, just waking up nonstop. And I'm one of those people that, like, you've seen those memes, like, it's like, oh, you don't think of, like, every bad moment in your life when you're trying to fall asleep? Like, that's me. So, like, I'd be waking up at 4 a.m. for the baby, and then it's like, next thing you know, I'm stuck there, like, thinking about random thoughts from 3 years ago, like, why'd I do that?
All those years of throwing it back. I can't walk. I'm so tired now.
You feel me? Like, no, but that's literally like...
I don't got it in me no more. My knees are cracking when I get up. My back hurts. I'm tired. Okay?
That's why I had to get that lipo, though, and I was real about it, too, because my knees were...
Snap, crackle, pop.
Dude, they were not used to all this weight. Literally, it was like my knees were like, hey, what's going on up there?
Right.
They were like, we're not used to carrying all this. Like, it's been a light load for the most part, and now we can't do this. My knees were so bad. Like, that was one of the hardest things of gaining all that weight. My knees were fucked up.
Yo, do you like doing game nights with your friends? Like, what is going out look like for you now?
I love game nights. No, literally just the other night.
Game nights are the best, right?
We were playing Uno. I'm not gonna lie, I was a sore loser. I got pissed off because I had so many cards at one point. I said, yo, I can't even hold this many. My hands are too small. I'm fucking done.
Yo, have you ever played That's What She Said?
No, what's that?
We actually brought it. Are you down to do like a quick little round? It's a game where you basically you pick a card and we have to pick the best answer to it.
Okay.
It's a That's What She Said answer.
Okay.
Just real quick.
Yeah, let's go for it. Also, I'm like, they needed to put some more sugar in this.
Since it's a Playroom podcast, we're having a little fun. We can play. We also want to, like, bring you back one of these days for, like, to do like a game night or like
that'd be so fun.
Maybe a sip and paint type situation or
love that.
Something.
That's my favorite thing to do lately with Bowie, coloring, except now I have crayon all over my walls.
Oh, God.
I think I got her started a little too young.
Oh, my gosh. See, when my son was little, I was like, hey, see this crayon? Do this? No, don't do it. And he never had that problem. My niece and nephews are all over.
Really?
I told him one time, I said, that right there, boy. But he's not really like one of those kids that's just like bad as hell. He's a good kid. Well, girl, trying to potty train too. Woo. One time he was watching cartoons in his room. And now he was getting a little bit older, so I'm like, okay, I'll sleep for an extra hour. He's good. He got his little everything set up. He was so lazy to go to the bathroom. He opened up his drawer and pissed in his drawer. I was doing his laundry one day, and I'm like, putting the clothes away. I'm like, why does this drawer smell like piss? And it's on the bottom where his jackets are. And I'm like, Kato, he come in, he's like, don't be mad. And he always gets so sad. I never get mad at him though. I'm always just like, have a real conversation. I don't really yell at him. I'm like, Kato, just don't do that. Like, don't be lazy. Go to the bathroom, Yeah. You know what you're doing. You're like 5 years old now. Okay. Like, you know how to wipe your own ass. But he just gets so scared. He always thinks, but no, I don't need to do anything to him.
That's so cute.
Bro, he literally was like crying already. I'm like, that's how I know. And he tried to lie about it. I'm like, that's how I know your ass is lying because you're crying about it.
Right.
Like, did you piss in the drawer or not?
Have you seen that Instagram where it's like a boy mom versus a girl mom, and the boy mom's getting like thrown things and stepping over all these things, and the girl mom was like, oh, we're just gonna go to Australia, and she's like, how are you gonna do that? And she was like, we're just gonna bring a coloring book and like color for 18 hours and we'll be fine. You know what I mean? The boy mom's like, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I got into this coloring because I saw something about that's the best distraction, and I was like, let's do it. And I love it. I get into it. I'm all. It's so funny too because I'm like making the picture perfect, and then Bo will just come and she's like,
You're
all
like,
over
wait,
it. And
I
I'm
worked
like,
so hard on that.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, that looks so good. You just ruined my masterpiece.
I swear I'm like that too with my son. Like we watched all the cartoons, we be drawing, coloring, and I'm like, wow, I miss coloring as a kid, and I'll be making it all perfect too. And he just comes to, I'm like, Kato, literally the same.
and she, you know, she's so little, so she'll do it, and she thinks she did something like really good. She's like,
Yeah, and
like,
you're
look what I did. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's so
Look what I can do.
Okay, wait. So
Okay.
how do we play this?
So these are our answers, the white cards. Okay, we're just gonna pick one red card. I'm gonna read it out loud, and you guys are gonna pick the best answer, and then she's gonna go next, and then you go next. We'll just do one round.
Okay, wait. So okay, I'm so bad at card games. Tell me one more
It's
time.
not. You're just picking the best answer to this card.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Your
And
best
she votes
response.
for the best
okay.
response.
Okay.
Okay, Dad came home, chugged a beer, and loudly announced to my mom.
Okay, came home from a beer.
Came home from a beer. Dad came home, chugged a beer, and loudly announced to my mom.
Okay.
Probably could have picked a better card, but it's okay. You guys don't have an answer? Fuck this. We'll do another one.
No, I got one. I got
Okay.
one. I got
Okay.
one.
Hand him to me. Hand him to me.
Dang, I didn't get to read all.
Let me
mine
shuffle
yet.
2 cards. I'm not looking at it.
I have really bad comprehension, so I'm like reading 5
Oh
times.
my gosh. Dad came home, chugged a beer, and loudly announced to my mom, put your lips together and blow. That is disrespectful. Oh my gosh. You guys look at each other like, I don't know whose card it is. Dad came home, chugged a beer, and loudly announced to my mom, how many licks does it take to the how many licks does it take to get to the center of it? Thank you. I'm gonna pick the first card though. Put your lips together and blow. Whose card was that? She was acting like this was not her card. She's
It was
like,
too perfect. I was like, wait, that one literally was like the perfect
Bro, I have the
one.
worst cotton mouth right now too. I'm like, I can't fucking talk.
Okay.
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 That was my Valley girl. Okay. Okay.
When the elevator got stuck, the CEO turned to the intern and said,
We gotta pick better cards than these. We gotta pick a
There-
better
I was
card.
getting nasty ones.
Yeah, let's get
Wait.
some, let's get nasty ones.
The scariest things you hear in jail.
Ooh, that's a good one. Oh God.
I can't wait. This one might be good.
Oh no.
Okay, this one.
How many licks did it take to get to the center of it? Great.
Our fake shuffle.
Okay, scariest things to hear in jail. It's a weird shape, but I like it. Okay. Scariest things to hear in jail. Do you want the top or bottom?
Oh God. That's the I can't it's not my card to pick. Winner.
It's a shape, but I like
Really?
it.
That was my card. I thought you were for sure gonna pick the other one.
Damn.
Okay, your turn, Chanel. You could pick one. You can
Okay.
pick a good one out of the deck though.
So let's see.
It's a weird shape.
You can have a drink here. I'm over here like
Okay. Everyone at the wedding gasped when the best man said to the bride,
oh. Oh, here we go. That's Come on now. Quickly.
Okay,
Quickly.
I don't get to read it all.
okay. Everyone at the wedding gasped when the best man said to the bride, duck, it's about to spray everywhere. What I put in my mouth is my business.
Ooh. What is that supposed to mean?
Exactly.
I'm going to have to say what I put in my mouth is my business. Okay.
Fucking lost.
Wait, so
man.
how do we
Fuck
keep
this
track? How do we keep track?
Like we keep the card, I guess.
I
So we
don't
all
know.
got one.
We
Should
all
we
got
go
one.
Should we do one more round? Or?
One more round.
Okay, one more round. One more round. I was gonna bring What Do You Meme? Have you ever
Wait,
played that game?
That's like the same as this, right? What do you meme's kind of like the same as this.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
a picture of a meme and you just pick the
I
best.
love
result.
that
I was
one.
gonna bring it today and I fucking forgot.
That one's so
shit's
good.
So funny.
I fucking lost it. I gotta go buy it again. I don't
Do you
know
need
where
some
I
more
left
cards
it.
here? Look at.
No, I have plenty, but wait, where do I put like the old cards?
knows?
Please throw it.
Just fucking throw it off the
I'm
table.
like,
Last time
we
were
don't
like-
care.
I just like made a ring with the cards. Like fuck this game. Okay, let's do one more. We gotta pick a good one.
What
What
do
the fuck
you
is that the
mean?
same one we just? Like I'm going through all of them.
You're such a control freak.
Sorry, I'm so controlling. Okay, my favorite XXX film is called.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, wait. Dang, I don't know if I have any good ones.
Okay, say it again.
My favorite XXX film is called what? Dun dun dun. Can we get the cricket sound effect?
Where do we put it?
You can just hand it to me.
But these really, okay, I guess, I don't know. It's not that good.
Dang, I hate when you get sucky
Pick it
cards.
up on the table.
It's like the worst.
Okay, my favorite XXX film is called Let's Go Motorboating. That sounds fun. My favorite XXX film is called Well, It Doesn't Get Much Tighter Than That. That's the winner.
That is too good.
That was yours.
Mine on you.
Oh,
a
that's
good
so
one.
good. You got lucky.
That was
with
a good one.
Oh
a
my
good one.
gosh, I know
Okay,
you.
it's your turn. Just I'll
I
put some more
freaking know
cards.
you.
God, how do we end up having cards all over the table when we play this
'Cause you
every
say
time?
put it wherever.
Fucking throw it wherever.
Odd things to say while taking a spanking.
Odd things to say.
While taking a spanking.
Why do we gotta pick all the sexual ones? Fucking control freak.
Okay. This one,
Here.
Oh my gosh, you are hilarious. Okay.
No, I'm just high.
Scariest things to hear. Wait, that wasn't it, was it?
I don't know. What the fuck? Wait, where
What was
was
the
the
question?
Scary. I forget.
What's the question?
No. It's all right, bro. Fuck this. We're wrapping this shit up.
wait, what was the question? I forgot it already.
Where'd the card go?
It was like weird things to say, like while you're spanking or something.
Oh, odd
yeah.
things to say while taking a spanking.
There we go.
Was that it?
Yeah. I like to propose my stimulus package. Do it for science.
That's the one.
That's the one.
I mean, that was good. Do it for
research.
science.
I love
That's
the tilt back. She's like,
no, literally. See, that's what I'm saying. I
look,
go
we all
full
got
like,
the chin. That's gonna be the cover for this one. We're just like,
Fuck, I'm crying.
just all like,
Oh my god. Look, I'm crying.
yo, don't wipe your fucking. I was like, why is she wiping some wet shit on me? I'm like, what is
That's
that?
what happens to me all the time. I have the most sensitive eyes. I'm actually surprised with the air and how much we were laughing.
Oh,
that
shit.
I'm okay today.
Okay, pick one more. You can pick one
Okay.
good one.
Wait.
Ooh,
So
that was
okay, yeah,
funny.
now I do it. Okay.
Right. We're like,
The voice in my head always whispers.
Dang. Which one?
Of course, I have to like read it like it's the voice in my actual.
Exactly.
okay, this is a good one. I guess.
I guess.
Okay.
Fucking guess.
Okay. The voice in my head always whispers, "Don't act like you've never done this before." Do you want to know the secret to a good night's sleep?
This bitch. How do you get all the best cards, bro? What the fuck?
I know my audience.
Honestly, do you want to know the secret to a good night's sleep?
You're just
Yeah.
in your head like, please tell me.
I'm like, I need to know. What is it? No, I can't even take melatonin. That it knocks me out way too hard.
Bro, I have the craziest dreams on melatonin. Like literally, I'll
Craziest.
have to like bite the gummy in half sometimes. I'm like, I can't get out of this dream. I'll wake up sweating like, fuck, this is crazy.
I have those type of dreams. All my dreams are so wild that I think it's like another world we live in somewhere.
I think it is too. It's like, it definitely is.
It's so crazy. Like I literally in my dreams live a whole nother fucking life. Like, and then I had this thought one day, like, what if this was like the life that while that person's sleeping in that life? You know
I've
what
thought
I mean?
about that before too.
Ooh.
I've definitely thought about that
What was the
before too.
weirdest dream you've had?
I have weird ass
Weird.
dreams, but I have reoccurring ones that like I don't know if it's psychic or something, but it's the weirdest dream. So I look out the window and I'm in like a building or just on like a higher floor, you know? And I look out the window and it's dead ass like you've seen Independence Day, like when it's like such a big spaceship, it's like covering the fucking sky. Like I see this all the time and I wake up so fucking scared. Like, and I look out the window and I'm like, oh my God. And the whole fucking sky is just covered by like a massive UFO. And it's like a reoccurring dream I have all the time.
Do you believe in aliens?
I do.
Fuck yeah. I think you're an alien.
I think we all are.
Oh,
Anybody with a podcast is an alien.
Anyone with a podcast, yeah, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. I want to get on that dude Theo Vaughn's podcast. He's fucking hilarious.
I love Theo Vaughn.
I love him,
Dude,
bro.
he's so fucking funny. So I met him a couple years ago during the pandemic. I did not know who he was. And I was at like a dinner with him and my boys from Sublime and Theo Vaughn. And Theo Vaughn just started cracking jokes about, and I was like, who is this guy? Do you know what I mean? Like, I was this funny guy with the fucking mullet. Like, who are you? And then it hit me. Like, I'm like, he has to be a comedian because he was cracking jokes like about people in the fucking restaurant. Like, and I was like, yo, this guy's funny. And then a couple months later, I like became aware of like who he was, and I'm like, yo, I just fucking kicked it with him. Now I'm mad I didn't like plug in myself to get on the podcast. Now it's like he got a line. I'm like, yo, what's up? Let me get on.
Right.
Look him up.
Slide in
I
a
don't know who he is.
DM.
Dude,
Now you can only do it once. You only get one shot.
I did. You only get one shot. Wait, so what's the lyrics? You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow this opportunity.
This is all I got.
I think I might have blown
8
the
Mile.
opportunity. I was fired up on Nespresso and I just sent
Did you just
it.
start rapping Eminem?
Yeah, she did. Dude, I have a lot of models from that movie.
She's like, that one quote, it only takes one shot.
No,
I'm
I
like,
was
wait a
this
second.
opportunity that I got.
Chance to blow this opportunity. I blew it, dude. I don't know what I said wrong. I don't think it worked.
So usually we like to wrap up the podcast doing some rapid questions for you. So go ahead and ask her your
Okay.
rapid questions.
My rapid questions. Okay.
You lost them?
No, I didn't. Wait.
Control freak.
No, I didn't.
She's like, I got this.
Okay. Would you rather be a mermaid or alien?
We know she's an alien already.
An alien.
What Disney princess would you be?
Ironically, the Little Mermaid.
Horror film.
That
or,
way I could be both. Hey.
right. Okay. Horror film or comedy?
Comedy.
Eye contact or eyes closed?
Honestly, eyes closed. Sometimes it's weird looking in people's eyes. I'm a mouth, like I look at the mouth. You know what I mean?
I was thinking about like while you're making out. I don't know why I always think like when you're kissing somebody.
No, I just think about
I'm like-
talking to people.
So you close your eyes when you talk to people?
No,
Kinda.
This is when I realized how much it was awkward when you had to wear the masks, and I was like forced to like stare into everyone's eyes. I was like, yo, I never realized how fucking awkward this is.
Yeah.
And like it just like sometimes I don't want to stare into the eyes. Like
Yeah,
I
I
want to
have
look at the face as a whole. You know
I'd be
what
like
I mean?
looking all around, but talking to them, but like looking around, like don't look into my soul for too long. I'm like, it's awkward.
No, you feel me? Like you have to just like look at the whole like face.
Okay, so if you could live in any era, what would it be?
Ooh, probably like the 70s. I fucking love
Ooh.
disco. I feel like that's when
That's why she wore this outfit for you. She knew you were gonna say that.
know
And I
what
It
I mean?
was a
Like-
spiritual thing. I
like
got
just
it.
like the colorful vibes, like hippie vibes. I like
Biggest
70s.
pet peeve.
Biggest pet peeve. Really, just fucking online shit talkers. Like they need to go somewhere and just fucking do something. Like find a hobby. Like just I
Go
can't.
crawl in a hole.
Like
and fucking-
people who still do that, yeah, no, literally crawl in a fucking hole and disappear because you suck and nobody likes you, nobody cares about you. None of your fucking hate comments anybody cares about. Like you're not changing the world. Like I
Yeah.
can't with these people.
We don't fuck with no haters on the Playroom podcast.
What's your biggest fear?
Death.
Most famous person you've met?
It's like no, so many people. I don't know who the
To you.
most famous. Like I don't fucking know.
Like that you got starstruck.
Dude, like it's so random. I got really starstruck when I met Kelly Rowland, and I think that's because I grew up listening to Destiny's Child. You feel me?
Yeah.
Dang, yeah.
Because like so many people came on Ridiculousness, but like some of them haven't even been rapping as long as me. Like I was like, why am I gonna get starstruck over you?
I would have been like that with Prince.
Like
If I would have met Prince, I would have been like,
no, I know who actually. It was meeting Quentin Tarantino. With Snoop. I smoked a blunt with both of them, and they're both really tall. And I was like so high, and I was just like, Like,
Right.
I was just like looking back and forth, like, am I really smoking a fucking blunt with Snoop and Quentin Tarantino? So probably like them two together was like that moment, you know.
Okay. What's the strangest thing you've eaten?
Strangest thing I've eaten, probably just caviar.
Is it like is it silky and
It's like not the best. Like it's like
Salty little balls.
salty little balls. Like who wants fucking salty little balls?
Nobody likes little salty balls. We like big salty balls. I'm joking.
okay, leather or lace?
Lace. Leather's too hot.
Okay, first celebrity crush.
Ooh, as a kid, probably like a fucking Hanson brother.
Yeah, yeah. Should we start a band? Dude, we should.
That is hilarious.
Imagine
Oh
we get
my
them on the
God.
podcast. They're all old now. I used to like have a major crush on them too when I was like in middle school. A lot of
No.
people don't even know who the fuck the Hansons are. So.
Dang, that's
Dude,
wild.
I loved Hanson. I was obsessed. I really was. And then Jonathan Taylor Thomas, the kid from Home Improvement. Mm-hmm. Loved him.
Okay, something that you can't live without.
My phone. Like the other day, you guys, it fucking like had a frozen thing
I thought you were
happen.
gonna say Bowie.
No, oh,
More like your kid. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
You always be putting people on the
Hey, you know, I just started out there.
I
No, I feel
definitely-
like,
I
hey man, fuck
didn't
them
know it
kids.
was like super
Fuck them kids.
figuratively. No, I definitely can't live without Bowie. I really can't. Like it's
She gets to pick two things. So
no,
Bowie and her phone.
I really can't though. Like these days flying, every time I fly now, like it's like I don't even I'm like in the back of my mind, I'm like, what if? You know what I mean? It's like every flight is more chances and that shit really gets scary.
But that's how I felt going snowboarding for the first time. And I'm like driving up the mountain and it was all foggy and I couldn't see. I had a panic attack. I was like, turn around. I have a kid, bro. People were putting chains on their tires. I'm high as hell. My friends were smoking like
Yeah.
the fattest blunts ever. And I had a full on anxiety attack. I had to close my
I've
eyes.
had that moment
and be
already.
like,
Yep.
No, I can't do this, guys.
No, it's like you all of a sudden you're like you're going to just do something fun for your life, and like then you're like, wait, this could end today,
Yeah.
and like then my kid's gonna be like, oh yeah, my mom fucking died, like going to fucking perform at some club in fucking Arkansas.
And when you're the one that jokes all the time, they don't take you serious. Like
Yep.
my friends didn't take me serious and I was freaking the fuck out. And I'm like, bro, they're like, look at you, Dilla. You ain't scared of nothing, blah. I'm like, yes, the fuck I am. Turn around now.
Yeah.
Right. But now we got something to like live for and to go home to, like, same. Okay. So, have you ever practiced kissing in front of a mirror?
As a kid, for sure. I was an only child.
In the shower?
Like I was like all up in the mirror, like. For
You
sure.
weren't making out with the mirror?
No, for
Oh.
sure. I was like practicing like kissing my hand or something. It's embarrassing, but I definitely was a weird kid.
Like from Sort of the Superstar? Where she's like making out the tree?
You know, when
Wait.
she grabs her
And
armpit.
she's like,
I love that movie. Have you guys seen the show Pen 15?
yes.
I love her.
Are we
She's
so
so
loud?
good.
Dude, that is the funniest
That's
show.
the best freaking show.
So good. I can't believe it stopped.
Okay. What's your favorite color?
Pink.
Where's the weirdest place you've peed?
What the fuck?
What?
The weirdest place. Just like, you know, any old bush. Like, not like a weird place, but like, you know what I mean?
Do you twerk and
Any
you don't
old
have tissue
bush.
paper?
Do you twerk if you don't? Dude, in this heat, low key, you could go drip dry in 5 seconds right now. In the summer in LA, you could just drip dry in 5 seconds.
Okay, last one. When's the last time you got lit for days?
Just at
See how she's smiling right away?
just when I opened for Wayne last week, it was a dope experience, and I'm proud of myself because it was a big ass show, 15,000 fucking people in attendance. Like this shit felt like a scene out of a movie. I was like, yo, like this is some shit like I've been manifesting, you know.
Hell yeah.
And I didn't smoke all day, and I was so proud of myself. I was like, no, we gonna be extra breath right, singing good.
Right.
And like I was like, I'm not gonna fuck up nothing with this type of audience. You know what I mean? And so I was very proud of myself. I didn't smoke all day, didn't drink all day. Everybody's like, "Do you want a shot? Sound check?" I was like, "No, fucking stay away from me." Like I'm trying to give a good show. And then as soon as I got off that stage, I was like, "Where the fuck is the tequila?" And then we got lit for days. Like I got so drunk, and we were side stage for Wayne. Like it was so dope.
That shit was fucking crazy, seeing everyone's phone lights out, and I was like, you had this huge stage, and I was like, I think I got goosebumps watching. I was really happy for you.
Girl, there was a moment, I'm not gonna lie.
My nipples are hard right now thinking about it.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like I swear mine were too. Like just being there, I got like chills, and like I had that moment of like
You're like, I'm coming. Oh my god.
yeah, no, like it was surreal. It was surreal. Just like it was like a moment like where like I almost like froze. Like what the fuck?
Opening up for Lil Wayne though, that is fucking legendary.
He broke the attendance record for Illinois State Fair, and so like you have to understand. So it's so funny because people are like, oh, you performed at the State Fair, you're really killing it. I'm like, bitch, do you know how poppin' this fucking State Fair is?
That's how they sound.
What do you think they have to do in the middle of these fucking cornfields in Illinois? They have nothing to do. This is their Coachella. This is the fucking yearly like shebang. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody in the state comes out for this shit. It was so many people. Like the night after us was Jonas Brothers. The night after that is like Keith Urban. Then they had like Shabuzi. Every night was like a big headliner. And so Wayne broke the all-time attendance record. It was like 15,400 something people. Somebody told me that this is more people, not in the full capacity of Madison Square Garden, but when they do concerts in Madison Square Garden, like you know how it's like a circle, so part of it's like blocked off. The part for concerts, that's apparently more capacity than that, supposedly, because Madison Square Garden's like 20,000 fully. So like people were like, yo, like somebody left me a comment telling me this actually, and they're like, you said on your show you thought by now you'd be performing at Madison Square Garden. I'm not sure if you know that's more people than Madison Square Garden holds for a concert. So like to open for this show for Wayne, where he literally broke a fucking record, like to be a part of that, it was
legendary.
Dude, I literally just got goosebumps, and I'm like hot, just talking about it. You know,
She just jizzed herself again.
you're gonna have people are after this are gonna be like, where's Chanel's OnlyFans?
I was just gonna say this clip is gonna be sold on OnlyFans
Oh my god!
exclusively.
No, I need to make an OnlyFans for my feet. I really do though, because people have told me that.
Can I manage it for you?
Maybe I'll,
And she'll
maybe
take
I'll
the
let
feet
you.
pictures,
Yes.
and I'll massage them.
Dude. If you go massage my feet, I'll get over here tomorrow.
Bust them up right
we'll
now.
make a whole channel of you just fucking massaging my feet.
I'm the camera girl. Like
I'm down, girl. I'll put whipped cream all over them little
That is
piggies.
something I'll sign up for. I don't even care about
Point
the
the
money.
toe.
If I just get free fucking massages on my feet. I have like nice feet too. You know why? Because I have a pet peeve of my feet touching like dirty floor. So I always wear socks.
Yeah.
Like I'm obsessed with socks. I just have to be in fucking socks unless I'm at the beach, like in sand.
Mm-hmm.
So like my feet are always just very like refreshed because like they're I don't be like getting calluses the same as like people who walk around fucking barefoot, you know?
cave women.
No, I hate it. And my baby hates socks. She's like the opposite of me. And her little feet are always dirty.
Dirty, huh?
I'm
Them little
like,
kids, I'll be, get off the couch with them black
Dude.
feet, boy. Get the fuck. No, I wear socks all the time too, but my feet, if you wear shoes that you've sweated in before, or like, you know, you got your like slides, and you haven't changed out. Like, you throw these fucking things in the washing machine. They got a little musty. Kato loves it though. He'd be like, Mom, your feet stinks, but I like it. I'm like, Kato.
That's so cute.
I know. Little corn chip feet. That's good. It smell good. I'm joking.
That's so cute.
Unless you're into that type of thing. But no, thank you so much for coming through the Playroom podcast.
Thank
man.
you for having me.
I want to get on your podcast.
Yes, you got to come
whenever.
on. We're gonna figure it out. I need to like throw some dates together with my little team. You know.
Yeah, whatever you got going on, I'm here to support it. You know, I've been rocking with you. You've been doing so much over the years. Even your bikini line, are you still doing that? Is that something you're still doing?
Yes. Let me send you some bathing suits too. You know.
It's called Coasty
Swim.
Coasty Swim.
And it's eco-friendly, which like, damn, I don't know what got stuck in my throat. Goddamn. Yeah, it's all eco-friendly. So like, a lot of people don't understand what that means for, you know, like I'm trying to do a good thing out here. It's all made from recycled materials. Like it's really like good for the planet type shit, especially when it's like these days, you know. It's kind of ironic for people like to have like a million bathing suits when it's like that type of shit. Fast fashion is so bad for pollution for the fucking ocean, you know? So I wanted to make a bathing suit brand where it's like, okay, you can get these bathing suits and still feel good. Like the truth is, if you leave the bathing suits out, some people might think this isn't the best thing, but they will fucking disintegrate. Like,
You should get those dissolvable shorts for dudes, and then like have like
No.
a little prank thing.
no, they literally, that's so funny.
Like coasty dissolvable shorts for your man on vacation, and they
oh
can
my
make a
God.
video.
And he thinks they're just shorts and he goes in the pool and then he's naked.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so funny. But
Yeah.
that's essentially what will happen though. So like the bathing suits are very nice.
Is that right?
But if you leave the shit outside, like dead ass, it'll eventually like disintegrate.
Dang, I got a couple of those. Maybe that's what happened.
No, I'm telling you, like they're good for the planet. So like that's really what our goal is, you know, to like make shit that's like cute but still like making a difference, you know.
Don't panic,
It's organic.
motherfucker.
Don't panic. It's organic.
That's right.
That's a good
That's our
slogan.
tagline for the Playroom, okay? But no, thank you so much for taking the time to come out today. Like,
Thank you.
I really enjoyed sitting here talking to you, laughing myself. I literally,
Yes.
my throat, my face hurts from laughing, and I have like no
Right.
spit left in my throat.
I put my tears on you. Like,
We need the water.
But yeah, make sure you guys like, share the episode, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. We just getting started. You know what I'm saying? We just launched a few weeks ago, so we
Yeah.
appreciate you coming on to our new little baby podcast.
No, I appreciate you having
She'll
me.
be doing big things, but she came through for Zilla one time, so I love you for that.
Always.
Yes,
Gotta
girl.
support, you know, my females.
Yeah.
That's
Y'all
right.
got the girl power.
girls.